Physics class 11 chapter 8 gravitation. In the last class we have studied acceleration due to gravity of the earth. Today we shall study acceleration due to gravity below and above the surface of the earth. Consider a point mass m at a height h above the surface of the earth. Now we take a point mass m at the height h from the surface of the earth. This is the surface, okay, this is surface of the earth, and there is a point mass m at the height h from the surface of the earth, that is this distance is h. Since the point is outside the earth, its distance from center of the earth is re plus h. Re is the radius and h is the height at which the point mass is situated. Okay, so here see, this is the re is the radius and this is the h height at which the point mass is situated. That means the distance of this mass from the center of the earth will be, from here to here is re plus from here to here is h. So distance of this mass from the center will be re plus h. Okay, so that is what written, that the distance of this point mass from the center will be re plus h. Let f of h equal to magnitude of force on point mass m. Now the mass is at height h from the surface of the earth, so that means let us denote the force exerted on these, or force between these two masses will be equal to f of h. This notation I use f of h for the mass which is at the height h from the surface of the earth. Then we know by the formula of gravitational force that f is equal to g m1 m2 by r square. That is the force, gravitational force between the two masses m1 and m2 is equal to the product of the masses and inversely proportional to the distance, square of the distance between them. Okay, so here mass is mass of the earth me, mass of the point mass of the object is m, and the distance is, just now we wrote that it is re plus h, right? So I write here re plus h whole square, just using the gravitational force. The acceleration on point mass m by Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Now we know this by Newton's second law, the force and the acceleration. Here let us say acceleration is given as, the relation is F is equal to ma. Okay, but here this is Newton's law acceleration, but now it is acceleration due to gravity. So you replace a by g, and f, because of at height h, you will replace this f of h. So this f is f of h equal to m, and a is acceleration due to gravity, so g of h because at the height h. Okay, now from here g of h equal to m transfer over here, so you get f of h by m. Now g of h equal to this f of h value from here you place. Okay, so I place the value of f of h from here, so this is g mem divided by re plus h whole square into this m is there, 1 by m is there, that I write into 1 by m. This m and m you can cancel, right? So here you get g me. Now from re plus h, from these two if I take re common, but here square is there, so you take re square common, okay, from this denominator, this bracket. So if you take re square common, here remains 1 plus here h by re remains, whole power 2. This we can do because h is very less than re. So we are taking re common from the denominator, but it is outside the square, so we are taking re square common. So here 1 plus h by re whole square. Now here see g me by re square. Okay, this we have derived before previously, the acceleration due to gravity of the earth. That formula we have derived, g equal to g me by re square. So from this equation number 2, I put the value of g me divided by r square as g, this part g me by r square. Okay, so that value I place as a g me by r square I place as a g from equation number 2, g me by r square equal to g. And this 1 plus h by re square, which is in the denominator, if you take in the numerator it will come negative power, so I write this as a 1 plus h by re whole power minus 2. For h divided by re is very less than 1. Okay, this value, see, h is the height at which the point mass is situated, and r is the radius of the earth. So this height is smaller than the radius, right? Radius of the earth is quite more higher than this height. Therefore the ratio h by re will be, the value will be very small than 1. So it is less than 1. Therefore we use the binomial theorem. Now you have studied binomial theorem, the expansion you know. So using that expansion, this can be written as 1 minus 2 h by re. Okay, this minus 2 just bring here, this minus 2 will come over here, so we write here 1 minus 2 h by re. Okay, this one, or this is using the binomial theorem you have studied in mathematics. Okay, so we can say here g of h is approximately equal to g into 1 minus 2h by re. Thus, for small height h above, the value of g decreases by a factor 1 minus 2h by re. So it says that a small height h above the surface of the earth, okay, above means above the surface of the earth, the value of g is what? Acceleration due to gravity, decreases by a factor of this one, 1 minus 2h by re. Okay, here I have written the conclusion of this. So that is when a point is above the earth at a distance or at a height h. Now let us take if the point is inside the earth, okay, below the surface of the earth. Consider a point mass m at the depth d below the surface of the earth. So now I take a point mass m below the surface of the earth. This is the surface of the earth. So below that depth d, okay, so this distance is d. Okay, so at the depth d, consider a point mass m below the surface of the earth. Therefore its distance from the center of the earth is re minus d, right? Because this is my center of the earth, this distance, total distance is re. I am taking the mass at the depth d, that means the distance from the center and the mass, this distance will be re minus d. Okay, re minus d. The earth can be thought of as being composed of a small sphere of radius re minus d and a spherical shell of thickness d. Now here you can think that the earth is from this distance, okay, this distance from here, this distance, all this is a shell, okay, a shell, a sphere of radius re minus d. This is a shell of radius re minus d, this from here to here, okay, and from here to here is the shell of the depth d. Okay, so we consider that the earth can be thought of as being composed of a small sphere of radius re minus d, this one, okay, and a spherical shell of thickness d, and this is the shell from here, this outer part is the shell of thickness d. The force on m due to outer shell of thickness d is 0. Now this point mass m is inside the shell, so when inside the shell is there, the force on this, because of this outer shell, will be 0. Okay, so the force on m due to the outer shell of thickness d is 0. For sphere of radius re minus d, m is outside it, but for this radius, okay, from re minus this radius, the point mass is outside on the surface, okay, outside. Therefore force due to this smaller sphere is just as if the entire mass ms is concentrated at the center. So if this point is outside the shell, this inner sphere, then the force due to this shell on this point will be as if the entire mass I consider as ms, okay, smaller shell, so ms, smaller sphere, so ms, so that mass is concentrated at this point g, points of the center. Now we know that m is proportional to r cube. Why? Previously I had told you, right, that me is equal to 4 pi by 3 ra cube rho. 4 pi by 3 and rho, if you consider constant, then you say m is proportional to re cube, that is mass is proportional to the cube of the radius. So that is what I have written, mass is proportional to cube of the radius. So we can say that mass of the earth, m is a mass of the earth, is proportional to the radius of the earth, cube of the radius of the earth, that is re cube. Similarly we can say the mass of the shell, okay, ms is proportional to re minus d whole cube, this radius, okay, the radius of this shell will be re minus d whole cube. So ms proportional to re minus d whole cube. Now I'll take the ratio of ms and me, okay, take the ratio of ms by me. So ms by me equal to this value divided by this value, that is re minus d whole cube divided by re cube. From here ms value is me transfer over here, so ms equal to me into re minus d whole cube divided by this re cube. Force on the mass m f of d at the depth d, okay, mass is at the depth d, is given as by using the gravitational force g ms m divided by re minus d square, right? This is the mass of the shell, mass of the point point object and the radius, the distance between ms and m. Okay, that is me minus d whole square, right? Now g and m as it is, re minus d whole square as it is, but ms value we can place from here. Okay, ms value as me re minus d whole cube divided by re cube. So I put the value of ms from here. So gm by re minus d whole square as it is, and ms value me here, re minus d whole cube divided by re cube. Okay, from here we can say fd equal to g me m, and this re minus d whole square, re minus d whole cube. So from here square can cut, so you get here numerator as re minus d one time and re cube as it is. So you get from here, after cutting this value, the simplification of this force f of d equal to g me m divided by re cube into re minus d. Now the acceleration due to gravity at the depth d is given as g of d f of d by m, right? This we did previously same way. Okay, this g of h we did, right? Similarly, I am doing here for the depth, that is g of d equal to f of d by m. Okay, now f of d value is this one. Put the value of f of d here. So what you get here is g of d equal to g me m divided by re cube into re minus d into this denominator m 1 by m. M and m cut, so what you get is g me re minus d as it is, and this re cube I am writing as re square into re. Why? Because I want to use the value of g, that is g me by re square equal to small g. Okay, acceleration due to gravity. So this value this re cube is written as re square into re, and this value put as a g from equation number 2, and this re divided by re, so you get 1 minus d by re gives you d by re, right? So what you get is g of d equal to g into 1 minus d by re. So where g equal to g me by re square from equation number 2. Therefore, if we go down below the Earth's surface, the acceleration due to gravity decreases by a factor 1 minus d by re. Okay, so if you go below the Earth, the acceleration due to gravity will decrease by 1 minus d by re. Okay, and if you go above the Earth, okay, if you go above the Earth, then above the surface of the Earth, then the acceleration due to gravity g decreases by 1 minus 2h by re. Okay, this value it decreases by 1 minus 2h by re, and here if you go below also it decreases as the factor of 1 minus d by re, right? 1 minus d by re. So it decreases either you go above the surface of the Earth or below the surface of the Earth. That means at the surface of the Earth it is the maximum value. Okay, so we can say that the acceleration due to gravity is maximum on the surface of the Earth and decreases if we go up or down. So if you go upward or downward, it will decrease by the factor. So if you go upward, it decreases by the factor 1 minus 2h by re, and if you go below, it decreases by the factor 1 minus d by re. D is the depth and in h is the height at which you are going. Okay, so we have studied today the acceleration due to gravity below and above the surface of the Earth. We'll keep this much for today. Thank you very much.